Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 loans. Don't pay this more than anything else. Because ECRO has something. Now it's time to go ECRO.
America, this tournament might be fun.
Hey, babe.
Here's what we want. In the backyard barber series. They say that guy looks like 10 hours.
No. Damn that meter. Turn it back. Let's turn it 80 foot.
There's one spot with affordable children's pricing that connects all the support you need.
I always got a little nerves right now. It's so stupid. What am I going to do? Fall off in a trainer? Have an arrhythmia?
Because we know everyone has their own reason for a GLP-1. So whatever yours is, confirmable connected to you starts here.
At Partners, honesty is our price. We're all about transparency. Giving it to you straight. Now then, you complete of the app. It means covered with your chart. Okay, those 3 years, we don't have to have background. It's why we got to take it in the studies. Wait, you have to wait. That's why we got choice.
Well, it's just about Jeff being put into the descent as the road line now because the lead is flying down the mountain. The yellow jersey is only 23 years of that 10 feet wide so in Tadej, Yorkshire. 5 riders are out in front. TJ Van what are you seeing now?
Well, I do have to stand up where it gets the throw because we did not see that yard attack, but honestly, nothing is doing is making sense. The tactic that I laid out would have kind of made sense to me, but right now it's just like this one. If we keep traffic in another stage, we probably stop them. Every mountain stage, you would have blocked a minute or over a minute. The two times we kind of got on the line. You know, they're doing all the things for UAE, so for me, I don't know what's different about today, but
I was able to feel my whole rib cage expand last night when I was breathing about it.
Good.
He said, well, there's too many people left. Go, Christian.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll give you my Venmo a little bit later, TJ. But no, I was all here for it. It was a win-win situation for me because I would love to see it. But, it makes sense if you're going to go to the stage when you have these guys on the road. You know that they can't make it over that.
I don't remember this little bump.
It sounds like you agree with me there. That's for sure. That nothing in the last week and a half or 2 weeks of racing has shown that Jonas can get the better upper hand on Dana at a stage like today. So I agree with you, man. Nothing that is interesting to let's take one for Dana, but maybe they are scared of the guy right behind it. But still, each do this race making, it makes a difference on last line to the guys behind you as well. So that's just sort of like Jonas and this one, but I feel a little bit isolated on this. The last 3 years ago, you can look at them and not have it. Keep the story here today.
So,
Right there, Daddy. Okay, Oh.
Quick change, and time to take the wheel out there, and back on the road, exactly where the route is. In his first Tour de France, to stop and a tournament, and he is enjoying his trip to maybe not just visual.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So none of the GC threats showed up. So my guy is taking it an opportunity to chill. So this may be an opportunity for me to get a win. So it's gonna hurt.
Ah! Oh no. This is gonna hurt. Might have been a 4.
I just want to get to the base of Epic with the lead group, and then whatever happens, happens.
Fine, Emma. Better do it. Try, Emma.
This is a quick better thing to see here. It's what it takes to go through it and they've got a few more than it's because they might be really stuff in the fires that we can't do it's complicated, so after 8 points, we want to get more. There, still,
Yeah. Love it.
Huge crowds here too. Well, we just come over the climb and all was on this one, so it's through the kind of one of the days ago, there's a road, his name is Mario Schmidt. He is from nearby Switzerland, and we're rated second game today, and he's running into his last 21 mile on today's stage. He runs stage 13, well, I think we can show you that. He break away, get to the right, and then what you get reading it perfectly. He had the heartbreak of doing the same thing last year.
7 minutes.
So, he up to that
7-minute push.
recognizing, and they always work for people who can decide to go for it. They would chasing and almost caught. But Kim Bowles and company came out at first, and then already been found the strength to overcome the rest of the breakaway, and especially those that have an emphatic victory. And look at Felix how he's smashing his field again. As you were saying, son, let's give that good time. It's not to be everybody for this against the same time. Imagine the chaos of up to 18 split up. So at the same time, driving that all the time of our captain.
Falls to go, but then Uphill and Beastman leading the charge. 234. That is their disadvantage to Bauer Schmidt. Partial freedom from the breakaway. Caught by and with the camper. So they were in the breakaway. They went in their number 10 roll. The top of the count 1-5. Notice the ground still in the chase. And as we can go more, we can hit best legs of its 2 this year. On the next part, category to the HC category 5.
Flying through this area of just completely down and overseas. Just 36 going to make some finishing big enough for that now. So this week on Sunday Night Baseball, Roger versus Jackie for the ABC.
Yeah.
But in France, but really close to Switzerland. And the Swiss driver was trying to get away from the field today. This is the time that I've ever seen. There was time in between rounds, and he gets to the top, and he gets to the top. There's your biggest game. He finishes right from the top today. It is outside the category car as well. That's it. So that's all.
Oh no.
Early stage US being in the breakaway. It's descending. And the strongest with some of the far that the base of the going to help the stage. Jets, chasers, GC, but this point 236. Speaking of all 6 off, all I do so what we need to do, and especially type of contact, no lead the same speculation of kind of lead and breakaway we need to have spot for 1-5. We're going to have to talk a bit against those be needed. So let's see how the next few months
Simon the cows laid down. And they were supposed to wait, but they did wait 2 days for the rain to actually the cows were standing up straight. That's the descending phase now. They're looking way down to this ground, so they continue to start on the supply of the day. Schmidt, this is a great show. It's Schmidt at 5 million last hour or so. They now this team, Chicken Chase. On that note, they need a way to finish today. Switzerland.
Push guy, full smooth speed. You don't have a fishing. Here it's done. Now that's a catch. That's the business. You don't have to wait for something to go wrong. It's what's going to your health.
Oh.
Through clinics, you can get access to treatment.
Okay.
Taylor, how many times do you call my name? Many times.
Sit right there. Hey, on speaker.
Show the SUVs will be with everything you need to bring out your best. Now, okay. Take the hazard back.
Take over. Take the 1.2 and all this stuff.
Trying to fight for life. Comments brought to fight. Me too. Me too.
LinkedIn can't stop us from not switch.
But I sort of
I think it'll be cool. But we can help you grow in your life. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
I've got you getting about 10 seconds with brothers. Time for that you in 20 seconds. Especially it's right there. Let's have a look at the standings in the Tour d'Italia because it needs the race up the 7 minutes. Focus on the one more thing. Speaking of late section. Supported by Turkey yesterday. Success. This race is from the finishes on the still to go. I believe get the chance.
Hey!
Careful.
Oh, what?
The ball flying over here.
I threw it directly up.
Oh, I thought Mila threw it.
Right myself?
Mila is less precise.
I mean, I wouldn't say my explanation was
It's basically the speed of You're driving it very quickly, 31.5 miles an hour. Not making any pressure on those wings. 2 minutes 17. And there were 2 minutes behind. Just went up to about 25 miles to the thing. So what do you mean?
Whoa.
Second time bonus is already impressive. 46-second time bonus is so far. Take those away, the gap is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So those are making a big difference. Huge leading at 4:30 at this point. Still really big, but very difficult race to start with. Tuesday after Wednesday.
So really tactician now. You see the race leading to the front and shows me.
Very capable of doing the same sort of thing.
Interesting, that's that very little stairs there.
Wow. You can take a lot of for example, that's just
Oh no. Oh no. Jonas just crashed. He's hurt. Shit. I mean, he's not getting up. So, I mean, he's not like unconscious, but he might not continue.
Jersey safely through Left Canyon. He's got into a disaster. His career. And so that's what we do is have previously. That was a team that was driving that's out of the way. That's what we're seeing here.
No. Oh gosh, screwing yourself.
Oh, it's not on the TV though. I can't really see it.
Right. Oh my god, there's a ginormous divider. What an awful part of the course. Oh my god, that's terrible. He's getting an ambulance.
Oh no.
He broke his collarbone. It looks like he's in a sling. He's devastated.
Yes, buddy.
What a shame.
Awful piece of course to navigate.
History began in 1903. There have been many, many tragic stories as well as great and happy ones. That is a very sad sight. Nobody wanted to see him go. Nobody wanted to see him go. Taking a lot out of the Del Toro's said something to Taddy Bogancia. Taddy will be the first rider who will be so sad.
We'll blame it on sleep deprivation from that 2 a.m. wake up.
That's over the tall while now for second and third place in Paris. So, that is an amazing piece of bad luck. The man who's won the Tour de France twice a week ago is now out. Just looking down there, Taddy's almost switched off here. Taddy's such a great competitor. He does not like his rivals to leave the tour like that. And he looks as though he's had a bit of a stuffing knocked out of himself now, chatting here with his teammates.
Coming down there, as well as Bill Floro, assessing the damage to his teammates, making sure they're okay to carry on.
Oh, next Friday.
They're actually flying into that right-hander, taking up in 30 miles per hour. Making it win a second stage to Team Jaco representing Team Australia.
Nice. What are we going to do?
Riders are still chasing 21 seconds, but the yellow jersey group is backed off now and is outside 3 minutes.
Sage and Bloom.
But just looking down there at the crash, which happened moments ago and has taken out of the race.
We need to somehow figure out how to reserve it.
It looks to me, as he falls there, his finger go, it is basically his own fault. He lost control of his bike and it slipped out on that right-hander. He wasn't in collision with anybody, apparently.
He was tired. Y'all woke him up.
He adjusted his line out of his tough Toro moment, and when he leaned the bike over, it slid out and down against that curve. And that's so
it's sad for everybody. That's taken so much of the action out of the tour. We didn't know whether Rico would progress or have a disaster in the Alps to come next week, but can't get a worse exit, but it's really, really something. There's the confirmation of the abandonment of the ride in second overall, the oldest of
What's the advantage to the breakaway in the meanwhile? Skyrocket. Yeah, again for the state win. So that was out of the question. So that corner taking out was Ingegold.
This is the yellow jersey group, and it was around 2 minutes 40. It's now gone out to 3:01. Seems to have stayed there for a while.
5K to the start of the final climb of the day.
This is the man of the moment, Mauro Schmidt, in the purple company of Jaco, who tried to build. He built a little bit after 22 seconds of that chase group. The main field now coming back to just 3 minutes.
The Fate.com presents Athens, the ball of all the world animals, but Athens is the most emotional. A high-strung, muscle-clad creature with two speeds, taste, and nerve. These creatures require constant feeding, gels, bars, electrolytes, supplements, protein, and they forage in the field, delivered straight to your cave. Please feed the animals. Shop today and get a free animal bottle at thefeed.com.
Looking back at the riders here now, Taddy Bogancia with his team all around him. 2 riders in white jerseys there, but also on team UAE.
I did it!
One nearest there, number
20
2,
minutes
Tony
more.
is the champion of
I
Mexico.
did it.
Group of 4, 147 behind Mauro Schmidt, and about a minute in front of a in-shock peloton. Might be a while before they can reorganize themselves. That's going to be interesting feeling on the final climb, but
Others did.
like
He's the only one that got hurt.
just let the Tour de France from a competitive standpoint. But the abandon of Jonas Vingegaard. Really, that bike race, there's nothing like it though. 1 minute, chasing the breakaway, looking for a stage win, looking to move up, looking to move away from your rivals, the overall standings on a climb where you won before, through Jonas Vingegaard, and then in the blink of an eye, down and out of the Tour de France. I cannot believe what I'm seeing just now.
And that's when you ask riders 2 or 3 days out from Paris with a solid lead, as indeed Pogacar has. If you say you're looking forward to winning in Paris, don't answer the question, because the Tour can change in the blink of an eyelid. You got the Tour only when you cross that final finishing line on the Champs-Élysées.
Bahrain at the front. Big Lenny Martinez now have a chance to win the stage. All things considered, it was Visma that brought the breakaway close enough to the GC group. The GC riders would certainly be contesting the stage win. So Bahrain trying to do some tempo, keep the breakaway on us. It's just around 3 minutes.
How far are we in?
If the status quo was similar,
Oh, we're like stage 15?
if it was crashed, then certainly
And the race is over.
from the
Been over.
state, but that might not be.
Oh, you was going to be second, huh?
2.5 kilometers to the start of the final climb to the finish. So we'll just take one more look at that crash, if you could, because keep your eye on Tadej Pogacar here, because people might think he was involved in the crash. He was right there, and it could have happened to him, but he watches it happen, but he's not involved.
See him open up a little bit of daylight going into that corner just to give himself a tiny buffer between himself and disaster, which he has the uncanny ability to do.
He does.
1 minute to the next. He had to adjust his line because that traffic island coming straight at their wheels, and when he leaned it back over, slipped out, and the current blammo. It's impossible to avoid considering the speed they were going through that corner.
These are 6 riders chasing this one man here, Mauro Schmidt. 1.8 kilometers to the start of the last climb. We'll see you in a moment. We'll be on it.
I'm just trying to move forward. So I'm planning on having a girls' weekend to the top. Your husband just died and you made it with baskets. This is how I do it. Your best friends in the world are here.
Here goes misery. 30 minutes of it.
America, this tournament might be fought on the pitch, but it'll be won in the backyard barbecue. I see. That guy looks like Tim Howard. In the offices that clear out at kickoff. In the dive bars that smell like winning, because we have home field advantage. And that's anywhere fans are. Nice hit, goalie guy. Jim Beam, official field of U.S. Soccer.
Well, he's still racing at least at the foot of the final climb of the day. Mauro Schmidt, former champion of Switzerland. The climb itself is almost 7 miles, and it tops out on the finishing line of today's 15th stage of the Tour de France. The Yellow Jersey group disrupted by the accident to Jonas Vingegaard. If you're just joining in, he's just crashed. He is out of the Tour de France, and it looks like they may have to. 2 minutes and 44 seconds for the group that Vingegaard was with. On this man Schmidt from Paycock's group, he's been in the action all day long. 6 riders strong, including Quinn Simmons is in there as well, the champion in the USA. There are 24 seconds of Schmidt.
See how long Mauro Schmidt can hold off the chasers. This is an impressive solo. Might not be the best timing if he's caught by Tom Pidcock and company, and especially Adam Yates. 11.3, a very difficult climbing. Plenty of gradients, over 10%. The average, 9% for 11.3 kilometers. That's an absolute beast of a mountain.
Takes it up to just 5,000 feet when we finish the stage today. Stage 15 is the Plateau de Soleil, and we've never seen this climb before. And to get 20 points for the first rider at the top in the King of the Mountains competition. right down to the first 18 riders overall. 6 riders is the gap, Bob. Is that enough time for Schmidt?
No, I don't believe that is. Once the attack starts, the GC riders still plenty to play for. Once Taddy goes 2:39, it's not going to be enough, especially if Maurer and Schmidt attacks. See, if Adam Yates gets dropped, then Taddy, I think, will go into full pride. It'll be tough to stay away.
They got like these here so much.
I should check in on the Red Bull radio.
Wow,
Red
now
Bull
that's all girl.
Alright, so in the ambulance, he stopped the race. So we are stopping here to start that it was going too far and also to control. We have also our plan for the end starting now.
That's it. We're going to try and get to that second place overall, and the man they're going to use will be Remco Evenepoel if he can. Pogacar is the leader. Now there's no Vingegaard, which at the moment puts Evenepoel, the man we've just been speaking about, into second place. Paul Sexas is on the podium, this 19-year-old kid. They're all going to lick their lips now on the start of this climb. There's a place in Paris vacant.
The 4 in between the breakaway and the peloton. They're about a minute ahead of the 26 riders behind it. It's been the team of Lenny Martinez who the chasing the Bahrain riders have been on the front since that crash a week ago. Obviously, Wiesmann has pulled off the front of the chase group.
Just 10.6 kilometers.
Van Dijk taking his turns on the platform. Spin over and into the Mattia Catania.
Hey, buddy.
He's making his box to him, so progressive riding.
Sometimes Seth is close, but he's not. He's American.
23 seconds. 2 minutes 32 behind, the lone leader, and 2 minutes just behind what you would imagine the best group on the road. Previously, till this acceleration by Red Bull, that's the group containing those 6 riders. The Maurer Schmidt having a great day, whether that translates to a win, very unlikely at this point.
And there he is, Maurer Schmidt, a learning rider on the climb. First and only career win a couple of days ago on stage 13 of the Tour de France, stage 15 we're on now. Climbing into the unknown as far as we are concerned. And the clock in this group of 6 is best placed at 7 minutes 59 seconds off the lead of that yellow jersey. Wassar at 19 minutes. Now what's going on here? He's literally, I think he's just fallen. He's thinking.
Real sharp area. Collided somehow in front of the chase. He may have gone down with that crash to Vingegaard. I did most certainly see Isaac Del Toro along his bike. Didn't seem to fall very heavily, but could have been real sharp also involved in that. See the third rider in this group, that's Adam Yates monitoring the riders in front of it. Hip-hop setting the tempo. And I think Rubio dropped along with Castillo, so that side, the Swiss rider, Arturo, having a very good day. This Brandon McNulty saying so long in the front group, along with Dick Van Dijk, that's perfectly understandable. Also, this rider, Tiberi, has been doing a lot of the work before the final climb. Mattia Catania, he's had a great Tour de France. Riccitello after his mechanical, moving into a very strong position in support of Paul Sexton just in front of him.
Yeah, Paul Sexton and also on the 17th course. They're going to take advantage of the situation now. There's a vacancy at the top for a high finish in Paris. The white jersey.
She never really got that down after the first day. Probably she was still on hormones.
Yeah.
Since 1937, the French criminal management put him in for France because he's that good. It's his first tour. I thought it was back.
I'm tracking.
The race to destroy the future, but he's lived up to his reputation. There's no doubt about that. He could now finish second in Paris next week.
It'll be a very interesting climb for Remco Evenepoel to go hoping to pressure on people in the overall standings looking towards the time from the bottom line, but that is not going to be the part of the Tour de France moving forward. Sadly, Jonas Vingegaard will go out of the race as far as the podium battle up in the air. Could be between 5 different drivers. Like you said, Linden's Red Wagon ball called 6 on February finds itself in 3rd place in the vertical standings at the moment.
He sends the clouds on the big mountains earlier. He has nobody down, and he's doing the same right now. And he is, in fact, the mountain bike champion, as well as being a great road rider, which is his first choice now. Well, Christian, it's all happened out here today. I'm now watching the riders on this last climb of the day. What a race today.
It's been incredible. Average speed over 45 km/h. I need to talk about Quinn Simmons for a second. This is incredible. I mean, you know he's a beast on the bike. There's no doubt about that. But the climbing stage with over 13,000 feet of climbing, I cannot believe it. But this guy is obviously completely motivated. And more importantly, he believes he can take this one. He sat on the back a lot for the first 100K or so. And even when the brake is set himself, realized that he saved all this energy for this last spot. He's working a lot in the valley to try to bring back Schmidt, and now he still sneaks back down the legs.
Anybody put Simmons' name on the win list today?
None of us did, most certainly, but he definitely believing in himself and about to catch Fowler Schmidt, who had a 20-second advantage just about a kilometer ago. So let's see Tom Pidcock if he can't close that disadvantage down. It looks like it's going in the wrong direction for the 3 chasers.
Well, now a quick look over his shoulder there. Simmons catch me. He may try to get with him here. These 2 riders could work together for a little while at least. Just struggling to close that last couple of seconds. She's coming. Now what's going to happen now? There are 2 riders at the front, but I'm not so sure Quinn Simmons might be trying to up the pace and take Schmidt.
Catania's done his job for the Red Bull squad. At the front, went straight past.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone straight away at the top. A couple of seconds respite in the slipstream by Schmidt, and now Quinn Simmons, the champion of the USA, is going up hunting for the stage victory on the top. He is just over 5.5 miles from the finishing line, and there's no reaction yet. But the yellow jersey,
I don't think Toddy feels like winning today. He's bummed.
It's back on 141 now.
He would.
Team at the front, John Hindley.
If he wanted to.
His teammates looking very powerful. Ligaments is not far behind. And Chase is on. Rescalating the pole. Let's see where he is.
There is Scotty Simmons. Watching with his in front and behind. He's following his son all the way around at the moment. He gave him a high 5 on the road the other day.
This is Tom Pidcock and the chaser. Still trying to catch Fowler Schmidt. They just caught Fowler Schmidt, but Simmons has given them the slip. Chase hasn't gone to the front yet. Now, when his energy, he might have something special in store for the stage man, but changing now just a minute and a half behind and change, and they are driving hard. Got Hills giving up his water bottle, and John Hindley, a winner in the Giro, by the way, beating the tempo for Evenepoel and Tuckville.
Del Toro took it nicely. There he is in that white jersey as well. Sexes in the other white jersey, best young rider, and the yellow jersey as race. The gap is holding for the moment on Simmons. In fact, he's gone out of the mid to 141.
loss of Jonas Vingegaard to the Tour de France doesn't affect Tadej Pogačar in some way. It might take him a minute to reassess the rest of the Tour de France. So let's see. He's such a tremendous competitor. I don't know if him too much, probably bothering less than anybody else, but if it does have an effect, it would be a surprise to anybody.
Best day in the Tour de France tomorrow. There's a tactical talk going on behind closed doors as to how this race progresses now through the giants of the Alps. And then finally, on the last day, a long drive, the last stage on the Champs-Élysées from the Alps.
Sergeant Stripes and Quinn Simmons not losing a lot of time in the last couple of Ks, still a mid-40 ahead of the yellow jersey group.
A magnificent day, and they've got to give Quinn Simmons the most aggressive rider of the day today. Other candidate would be Tom Pidcock. Here comes the group that Simmons left, led by Pidcock, Quasar, and Adam Yates.
I would say you should try next boat out or next boat out.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want this open.
No, we ain't.
Stands miles, more than kilometers. He's from Berry in Great Britain.
8 kilometers, 5 miles of climbing still to go. 21 seconds. Simmons just up the road, so they can see their
Unless we drove.
Yeah, all 3 of these riders, fantastic climbers. And Adam Yates, of course, one of the very best in the business. And let's see if he hasn't measured his effort a little bit better than the month leader. Shea got in a little bit of trouble. Number 77, Antonio Tiveni, hanging tough in the back of the yellow jersey group, getting smaller and smaller by the pedal stroke.
Still not concerned about progress here, the yellow jersey, because he does have Yates up there. They've had the team talk before the race started. And it might be better to get Yates a stage with. We'll see how it develops. Pogačar at number 6, I see you. So big bits in this group. They're all the challenge to Paris now.
One of Tadej Pogačar's top climbers, Felix Großschucker, involved in that crash. And he is no longer in this front group, but you would imagine he would be there. Adam Yates off the front, but Isaac Del Toro is still here. In the UAE squad, that's Skelmosa and Ayuso. And Matthew Riccatello having a great day. He's a rider in the blue, red, and turquoise jersey, and his teammate is in the white jersey, Paul Sexton. Taking over the lead in the front. Now trying to set up what happened in the Auvergne Road Alps Tour that finished a couple of weeks before the Tour de France started. That translated to a stage win for Isaac Del Toro.
Keep an eye on the clock. This is Carapaz unhitching at the back there. Passing through our camera pick.
Wow. Lenny Martinez in trouble with Matthew Riccatello, Matej Skelmos. So just apart from Jonas Vingegaard, the top 5 of the overall standings in this chase group. Ayuso having a very good day as well. He's still there with Tadej Pogačar.
Getting up the dizzy heights of this finishing line now as we climb up on the plateau de Soleilson. 7.4 kilometers, less than 5 miles to the summit now.
Almost on the wheel of Martinez, getting a little bit of help from the motorbike. This is that very select group of GC contenders.
Now, is he going to start setting the tempo and just build up the buildings? The time is coming down slowly, 1:20 now.
Remco Evenepoel up to the effort and takes off on the wheel of Lipowitz, but so far, Remco Evenepoel looking the strongest of the rivals for the podium.
And this is just a fast tempo. It's got back 2 seconds while we've been talking. So the chase is on, it seems. And they have given Quinn Simmons the most aggressive rider of the day, and he deserves that. And he's up in the front right now. 10.4 miles an hour is climbing this up.
This is the trio of chasers behind the leader, led by Adam Yates. Lipovitz in trouble along with Ayuso, and Paul Sexton now having a tough moment on this very steep grinding climb, relentless gradient, and Tadej Pogačar just at the front driving. Let's see if Isaac Del Toro can sit on the wheels all the way to the finish line and give him a great chance to win the stage.
That relentless tempo he's put on at the front now, the yellow jersey, the greatest cyclist of his moment, and he's just with all these stars on his back wheel. He's just holding the tempo, makes no attack, and he's now in a group of just 3 riders, including himself. Simmons is still out in front. His teammate, Pogačar's teammate Adam Yates, is in that group of 3 riders with Pidcock. But watch out, Adam, because it looks like the boss is coming.
And Evenepoel having the best climb we've seen in a very long time. He's right on the wheel of Isaac Del Toro. Sexas trying to make a little bit of a comeback, maybe gathering his efforts, going at his own pace. I think Pogačar, if you can't go at this pace, you're probably not going to be able to win today's stage. 1 minute and a second behind the leader.
Evenepoel's got better day by day. He's been the yo-yo expert off the back of the groups on the climbs. Gets back and gets in the top 3 on the finish line. He could be pulling a similar stunt today. I've got the left of our picture there. He's with him now. He just gets up on his own pace.
Oh my goodness, only 50 seconds behind the leader now for Tadej Pogačar and his teammate Isaac Del Toro. Paul Sexton's got a lot of work to do to close down his disadvantage. Ayuso and Lipovitz are with him.
Well, we're still living in hope here that this map for the USA can win at the stage and end the long drought. Prince Simmons, the champion, is still in front. Over the shoulder, this man is not riding up here like a man who's getting tired at all. Prince Simmons enjoying his moment amongst the people here of France as he continues to be inspired by a man who said praise again. 26 seconds back to Pidcock. He's shut down a little bit though. It's only 46 seconds back.
Right on.
Enjoyed himself.
But he's got to just have one teammate on the road that Adam Yates. But he's not that far behind him. Just Pidcock and Adam Yates. And yeah, he's having a great climb for the Kino squad. They are about 26 seconds behind him. Simmons and just about 20, maybe 15 seconds behind that Pogačar and Isaac Del Toro.
See some great rides on the hills for Prince Simmons. He keeps on winning his national championship, and this is one of his greatest, if not the greatest. Still looking for his first ever stage in the Tour de France. It's got to come from that. Maybe it's him.
Del Toro involved in that pilot that took Jonas Vingegaard out of the Tour, but he doesn't seem to be too rich to where because of that.
All right, 6 minutes.
At this point, you got to be feeling pretty good. They do that 5 seconds before something 25, and running out Ayuso.
So maybe the best day coming up now tomorrow. People say that's going to be great.
7 minutes.
There's a chance to recover and to keep the village. It's been that we get till so far.
The way they write that big battle for the white jersey. Sexton currently leading back. They're only 3 seconds behind them, 41. As they saw it, 31 seconds ahead. And 31 seconds ahead of Isaac Del Toro, who's on the wheel of the yellow jersey and putting time into that J-Street.
Remember now, we're battling for second place in the Tour de France. The news which is joining us at about 12 miles out of the finish line today. There was a crash on the right-hand bend, and the man who fell was Jonas Vingegaard, second in the Tour de France, and the moment out of the race.
Now Adam Yates has come back to the group with Del Toro and Pogačar, and now he is driving the tempo, only 26 seconds behind the leader.
53 seconds to the white jersey, 26 to the yellow. This is looking to me like the sunflowers of the Alps, which they don't have in the Alps, by the way, but it is yellow, and that yellow jersey I think now is again looking for the win.
Well, 21 can stay near. And Del Toro by the finish. Tuesday, he has a great chance to consolidate his advantage over the other people who will be racing for the podium.
Well, the white jersey standing sends us over by getting a 3-second lead by himself and 31 over the outside. He obviously is in danger. Looking at the champion of the USA here, Quick Simmons, he's still out front, but trouble is on the arrival, I'm afraid. The yellow jersey group containing Pogacar is now only 17 seconds back of it. Still 3.2 miles to climb. I don't think he's going to make it, but I've never seen him ride so
Three rounds of UAE into chase group. That is absolutely amazing. Of course, we have to predicate that in the loss of his teammates. But certainly would be at least nearby at this point of the race. All sets up 50 seconds behind, so about 35 seconds behind his quarry. That's the Eli Toro. 5Ks to the top.
Welcome sight indeed. As we climb here, up towards the finish of our climb, there has never been in the Tour de France before. Crowds smiling all of the way. 5 kilometers for the yellow jersey now, but still up the road is Quick Simmons with the yellow jersey. He's got the afterburners on now. He's only 7 seconds behind Quick Simmons.
Doesn't want you to work for his SL3 at the beginning part of this climb. Now he has that engaged his teammate to do that pace making. Further down the road, you see a pretty desperate struggle being put in by Paul Sixops and Flynn Elizabeth and Juan Ayuso to try to limit the damage.
Now through 5 kilometers to go. What a battle on the mountain. Same names, but even so, they're now trying to swap places here. Because after the crash a week ago, second place in the Tour de France is up for grabs. Best day tomorrow, and the 5 that's left of the week, Tuesday to Sunday, they'll race for this second place to the Alps.
We'll start hustling back on the wheel of the Jason along with Tom Pitcock. This is Adam Yates.
Back in the service of his yellow jersey captain. It's his job now to just keep as much he can. A little bit of fresh legs, maybe, to allow for that acceleration everybody in the Tour de France fears. And I think this close to the summit and this close to the riders in front is a conceit.
Adam Yates has done what he could do for Pogacar and Del Toro. Let's see if Del Toro can't stay on the wheel of Pogacar, and let's see if Remco Evenepoel can't manage that.
Well, that's for another 1-2, third time in this year's Tour de France. Remember when this Tour de France started in Spain, we saw at the finish, Tadej Pogacar gift the race to his teammate. So his third Tour de France. But they are close things now. This is Pitcock, and he's cracked. He's made the running over all of the mountains today. And he's been first over the top of as many as he could be. He set the pace all of the day. Simmons now checking out who is in this group. Wessel is the man in black. This is the white jersey group. And Paul Sexton's trying to just delay as long as he can. He doesn't want to lose any more time here.
3 leaders now on the road. Tadej Pogacar doing teamwork for Isaac Del Toro. Del Toro very quick in a sprint at the top of the mountain, and he's won on this exact same climb before just a few weeks ago in the Tour of the Auvergne Rhône. 4Ks to go for the 3 leaders.
That's the overall situation. The Dutch are close for lead, the others are still minutes behind. But this is a brilliant ride by Remco Evenepoel. Got better every day over this last year.
Del Toro in a bit of trouble now, trying to maintain the tempo being set by Tadej Pogacar, his own teammate.
Well, it looks as though he is in trouble. Let's come to you, Christian.
Right at 4 more, no less than 3.7 kilometers to go right now. It gets steep right now. Right behind me is a little bit flatter. The flattest bit of this entire climb. That's it. Not that much, actually, but they are going so much harder than the rest of the field now. And now everyone's just going to start to crumble. So any kind of acceleration whatsoever at this point in time, the last 4 kilometers, just like we saw in the Dauphiné, this is what makes difference here. So the people who gauge your effort the best, and I'm really looking at Del Toro. This is what I expected since the first week, that Tadej Pogacar is really going to try to guide his teammates into a podium spot here. Been losing some time here and there, but today he definitely has the leg. Now it's starting to come into view. Tadej still up there in the front. All of us need to continue to drive the tempo. It's really about communication now with this teammate and seeing how deep he can truly go. Remco, the surprise of the day for everyone, including myself, though. Remco looks almost at ease, I'm going to say right now. Never seen him climb like that before. Never with that kind of class. And there's wicked daylight. Nobody behind. Zero.
Well, number 51 was Paul Six, as he has been dropped by the group as well. First time we see him show any signs of fatigue. And he wears that white jersey with the final huge pair of shoulders tonight by the look of it. He'll be about third in the line here. As we look at these pictures, Del Toro, this is Poissard, also back now on the slopes.
Good ride by that Swiss star in the future. He's had a good season. Finally going on the side of climb a little bit too tough, but he'll probably have a top 10 at the finish line. That's great riding from the two of that.
Do you know what? It looks as though Quinn Simmons has got Skelmos in the spot of all that as well on the map. Seems to be covered again.
He's got me.
25 years stage winners in the Tour de France. 4 of them at this time out.
24 Ks to go. Kade was looking to win the stage. I'm sure he would have attacked already. Certainly capable of doing that, but without Jonas Vingegaard in the race anymore, you change your tactics a bit. Like for a stage win by Del Toro and move it back into the white jersey.
Right off from the middle here. From winning this stage, he's looking pretty cool right now. In front of the Olympic champion, don't forget in Paris.
Great sprint to the line yesterday at the top of the Markstein line. So Remco coming to his best form in a Grand Tour in many, many years. And he's been third in the Tour de France before. He's backed up to his very best. Certainly.
The excitement of the crowd here as they see the yellow jersey coming up first on the road on the stage of the Tour de France. And over the cycling, he first came into the Tour de France, by the way, in 1919. As people say, they didn't know who was leading the Tour, so they gave the yellow jersey.
Interesting tactical battle between Del Toro and a very fast finisher in this tour. Away from the pole, and maybe the pole is close to the state win. Del Toro might not be capable of matching from the end of the pole. They might be fighting it, but it's for the win in about 2.5 kilometers. We'll find out.
This is since he's riding pretty strongly now. He's at 35 seconds. He's saving his white jersey if he can get inside 30 seconds.
With the time bonus, might do it play Del Toro, so they would have to be an even 10 seconds plus the average case.
So as Pratt further down the slopes, will be second version from the team. Quick Simmons here, never ceasing to be amazed me today. Rosen is a really strong bike rider, and he can't do anything to help Quinn Simmons off the line.
Ready, so he made the stars and stripes, and he's trying to preserve his outplay for the overall thing.
Oh, God.
But losing most certainly time from the position he was at the start of this climb, no doubt about that. Just as cool as a cucumber, and how they managed to sprint to the line. Right there, the ball making things much more complicated. He's at Del Toro.
Oh, God.
Yeah, trying to get Remco to do some work, tire him out a little bit before the sprint in the hopes that Del Toro before he did the best. He won today's stage. It will be his second at this year's Tour de France.
Every time, trying to get down to center, expect the acceleration to kill them all off. That was his tactics. He's only 2 kilometers to the top of this climb. They've made life work of it too.
Oh, Jesus.
I think the Toro some encourages, I would imagine, 2 Ks to go. See if Del Toro